Okay. Okay. I think I finally have this more or less straightened out. So let me start off by saying, hey guys, welcome to another live stream of me, Nicolas Serious Plays. And today I am playing a demo of a game called MINDCOP. I like solving cases. I like solving problems. And this one seems to have a very interesting turn to it. Not entirely sure exactly how far, and I don't want it to be ruined. So let's just jump into it. Let's just discover exactly what a MINDCOP is and what I have to do to solve the case. At least for the demo. I see the content warning. Ooh, murder. Domestic violence is never a good thing. Loss of family / friends. Ooh. Depression. Paranoia. Crippling illness. That sounds like, you know, reasonable. You can play with gamepad, with mouse and keyboard, or even the mouse only. We're gonna try mouse only. See where that takes us.
I had this dream the other day. In the dream, I wasn't a cop. I was some downtrodden thug who had to steal to survive. An officer caught me, put me in prison, but it didn't end there. They also arrested you and everyone else who was close to me, and we were all placed in the same small prison cell. We couldn't get out, but on the other hand, everyone else couldn't get in.
Ooh.
And it was such a relief. I'm telling you, it was such a relief.
Why?
I can arrest you if you want me to.
Not yet, Linda. We have work to do.
Mm.
How much longer till we're there?
10 minutes.
What? We're in the middle of nowhere, and you're telling me there's a town here in the mountains?
Not really a town. Only a few houses, I think.
Oh, great.
15 minutes later, near the crime scene. Please wait for us, Justine. I just want to meet with the officer at the crime scene, then head for the police station in town and call it a day. Where do you want me to park the car, boss? The Mindmobile. What? Can we please call it the Mindmobile? You have to pay me extra for that. Just leave it right here. I'd be surprised if anyone cares. Press and hold to walk around. When the button is pressed, the MINDCOP will walk towards the mouse cursor and stop when the button is released. Curious what some of the buttons do? Now I know what the... Oh! No! No! I did not... Ooh, I did not mean for that. I did not mean for that. Oh my goodness. I am so mad. I am so mad. I did not mean for that. I should read before I click. I should definitely read before I click. Alright. Oh, continue. Okay, so hopefully it just picks up from where I... Yeah. Okay. So where do I want to go? So... Anything else? No. Okay. With a door to enter... Click with a door to enter it. Visiting buildings will cost you time. You have to spend time up front at this location. That's interesting. The time cost is shown by the clock icon. The timer on the lower left side of the screen shows you how much time remains. Okay. That makes sense. Wait, what's... Alright, notes. Maps, topics, police. Okay. Okay. I know nothing what I'm doing. This is the crime scene, so we need to go here anyway. Minus. Alright, they're asking me if I want to... Minus 28, so... That's fine. That's fine. Crap, that's not fine. Anyone here? Hello, you're the time cop? I've heard so many tales about you. So I'm Officer Bartley, sorry. Welcome to Marlene Carter Camp. Linda, what color is his voice?
Oh,
It's blue. 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 Represents calmness and responsibility. Excellent trait for a police officer. Can I get your full name, please? Sure. Kenneth Bartley. Greetings, Officer Kenneth Bartley. I am the MINDCOP, and this is my assistant, Linda. Partner. I'm looking forward to working with you on this case. So what is this place? This, Mary what camp? Marilyn Carter Camp. It's a tourist attraction centered on a big old rock. Oh my goodness, I just realized I made another oopsie. And this, I was thinking about this, and I'm like, oh, I should, you know, clean that up. And I completely and utterly forgot. Now it's right. Just not right. Things need to be a certain way for me to be okay. And I knew I felt off. It's a tourist attraction centered on a big old rock thingy. Most people come here for hiking, but I guess some come for the rock. We are pretty far off the track here. An hour away from the nearest town. During the season, the people who work here also live here. It's basically a tiny settlement. Is the body upstairs? I'd like to take a look. Yes, she's... Yes, upstairs. So I can't talk to any... Can't talk to anybody else. Anything here? Nope. Ooh, let's go upstairs. Look at going upstairs does not cost any time. Well, here we go. Press the right button to enter inspection mode. Objects that light up in this mode can be inspected with that left click of the button. You can walk around to in inspection mode by holding that button. To exit inspection mode, press that button again. Alright. Inspecting things costs time. Check the clock icon to see how much time the inspection will cost you. Ooh. Alright, so this almost seems like a time cop rather than mind cop, but Linda. Let's check the body first. Which seems pretty obvious. Victim seems to be stabbed. Female. I can't tell color so much in this game. I can't tell the color of her hair or eyes or anything, but she might have been dead for a while. Let's see. She looks pretty young, maybe in her late 20s. There are some kind of marks between her eyes, probably a birthmark. Multiple stab wounds for her stomach. I'd say at least 3 stab wounds, maybe more. There's too much blood. She's definitely bled out. The stabs didn't kill her first. Doesn't look like we'll waste a lot of time searching for the murder weapon. The knife is rather is a rather big chef's knife. There's no brand name on it. Probably one of the cheap ones. It was a frontal attack. She definitely saw her attacker. However, there's no visible indicators of any kind of fight. No bruise, no broken fingernails. She even has long fake nails. And I realize my face is not covering the things. I might trying to figure out where to put my face is always a hard thing. They appear to be completely intact. So she didn't fight back. If she did scratch the guy, there was a very high chance we'd find his DNA under these. Well, there won't be an autopsy report for at least 2 days. Science boys always take their time with these kind of things. Let me see if I can just move this here. That way it's not necessarily in the way, but who knows, it might get in the way later on. Well. What else would be important? We will look at the body. What else would be important? Oh, wait, what's this? That was a chef's knife. So why was the chef's knife brought from downstairs upstairs and she had utensils here? Maybe the killer saw that first. The question is why? Hard drive, always important. It's a desktop PC. I could remove the hard drive and let someone search it later. It would surely take a while to remove it, and I don't have to do it right now. Should I remove it? Done. I gotta ask Linda to look into this when we call it a day. Alright, so the reason I think that's important is because it's based upon like how his head is facing. Oh, okay, that's cool. What else will be important? Because I have 21 minutes left. According to this timer down here. I kinda wanna search this desk. I also wanna look at this. -2 and -2. I wonder if -2 means like, oh, it's not that important. I'm starting to see that as like the regular countdown here. Oh, look at that. Henrietta noted reads, "It's time, Blondie. $10,000. Pay up this weekend or else." Ominous. Just keep this. That's the blood. Does that think? I need to test this theory out of mine. So the sticky note usually, I believe sticky notes tend to have like good clues on what a person's doing. So maybe. A post-it note. It reads 3 lamps for Judy and Michael. It is clearly different handwriting than the one from the note I found in the trash. Okay, so this. Okay, thank you for moving aside. Alright, so -2 is almost nothing. So I'm guessing that's related to her actual business. But I think -4 down there shows that there obviously is more to it. Let's have a look inside. A bunch of different lights. Electrical lights, a lot of tea lights, other types of candles, and a few candy bars. Alright, that was useless then. What else would be useful? So it went from 2 to 1. Small workshop table with a cutting mat. There are various knives and scissors laying around, along with a bunch of maple leaves. And this is a calendar. This birthday, waste collection dates, hostel guest arrival dates. Rebecca's own birthday was only a few weeks ago. Who's Rebecca? The day of the murder doesn't have any notes. There are 3 entries for this week. Friday, Sean's birthday. For Saturday, lists EOS party. For Saturday, lists road trip with Adam. Doesn't seem like she was planning on dying. Oh, I'm sure, but this is probably the same handwriting as the one on the post-it. I don't know. Alright, so my understanding without having to click every single thing is that she has her own business where she creates these jars with lights in them, be it regular lights, candles, what have you. That's how she's making money. But the thing about the calendar kind of has me question a couple of things. For instance, there's a lot of guys named Sean, Adam, and I don't know if Rebecca is somebody who he knows or is that the name of the girl. Rebecca Goodman. Yep, there we go. Alright, what else is needed about Rebecca? I used up enough time as is. Click with a person to open the interaction menu. Here you can pick one of the three options: questions, mind serve, and arrest. However, you'll always need to pick question first. After you complete your first questioning of a subject, the other two options will be available. Question Kenneth. Damn. So, do your thing, Officer Kenneth. Bartley. What? Well, your thing. Tell me what happened. You're in charge here, right? Oh, yeah. Yes, I'm in charge. Chief is on vacation, so now I'm in charge here. So, yes, I'm doing the thing. Mind show me your police ID real quick? No, of course not. Here. Well, here... Well, this is her house. Her name is Rebecca Goodman. I should have looked at this freaking ID. Thank you, buddy. You can play on the Xbox now. If you want to check it, I'm streaming right now.
On what?
Twitch. Her housemate found her last night at 1 a.m. and I arrived here at 2 a.m. As I said, it took quite a while to get here from town. The housemate said that she was still alive at 8 p.m. when he left the house. If that's true, someone probably broke into the house during that time and surprised her. The forensic scientist, they said, hasn't arrived yet, so apart from the housemaid and myself, no one has entered the crime scene. Yeah, where's the housemate now? Staying at a hostel. I told him to take a bed there until things were resolved. They are in charge of the hostel anyway. Well, Rebecca was in charge of the hostel, I think. Adam is usually running the bar. Alright, so Adam was the one that they were going to take a trip Saturday. There's a bar? I picked there's a bar because we already know his name is Adam. Now that like asking like, oh, you mean Adam? He's gonna be like, yeah, I said it. His name was Adam. There's a small bar right next to the hostel. Why have a bar in a place like this? Actually, that's a good question. There's not really that many people around here, so having a bar here makes almost no sense. You should have any enemies you might know of? I come here relatively often, so I got to know everyone who lives here by name, but I don't really like actually know anyone. I thought he was picking his nose, but he's just playing with his mustache. Weird guy. I never witnessed anything but peaceful behavior. Alright, so choosing one or the other, this stinks. I want to know what the EOS party is. I also want to know if she was in a relationship with anybody, because obviously you always want to look at the person closest related to her. And her roommate is one, and it's weird that she has a roommate who's a male, but not a... I think this is gonna be no. I think this is more informational. Do you know anything about EOS party? Doesn't ring any bell. Dang it! No witnesses also had already mentioned that. Any relatives to contact? I think the answer's gonna be between. Oh no, her parents live at the end of the street. I've been here the whole day trying to explain to Robin that her daughter had been killed. So I've been there the whole day. The whole day? I thought you were here. I don't think she got the message. I don't get it. What about the dad? Paul doesn't speak. He's in a wheelchair, and Robin takes care of him. Paul's condition. She, however, I think she lives in her own world now. After the basic question is, you choose to discuss other topics or stuff you found through the investigation, but this will cost you time, which I no longer have. Can you tell me about Paul's condition? I don't really know any details. He's in a wheelchair and he doesn't talk as far as I know. He doesn't talk like at all? Not even sometimes? As far as I know, he doesn't. He hasn't whenever I was there. How often do you see him? Oh, yes, Robin, his wife, is the whole reason I come regularly. She believes a group of mass criminals are after her skin or something. It's hogwash. Anyway, I see Paul quite often because of that whole deal. You have unlocked all 3 options for the interaction menu. After the prologue, it will be up to you what to do next. But for now, please continue with the mind serve. Main character. I guess what MC said. Are you done? Justine would be mad if we let her wait for hours. Justine is always mad. Besides, she's getting paid for waiting. Let's just come back tomorrow. It's late. Your time ran out. Normally, this would automatically end the current day, but you haven't finished the prologue, so we'll get you some extra time. You won't be able to spend this extra time on inspecting the crime scene, but don't worry. You can come back tomorrow if you want. Alright, I'll wrap things up. There's one thing I need to do still. Yeah, I got questions to ask. Let's surf your mind there, Keith. Or Kenneth. Oh. Well then. Well, that's kind of trippy. Oh, whoa. Okay. Give me some instructions on what to do? Welcome to the MINDCOP. Don't worry, you can just watch for now. While the MINDCOP is slowly surfing towards the finish line, the ejection counter will count down to 0. Once it reaches 0, the target mine will eject the MINDCOP and the mind surf will fail. Alright, show me. Mind bullets will be shot at the brain. Weird. In one of the 9 lanes? When a mind bullet hits the brain, it creates a tear and mind clouds of the same color will emerge. That's weird. When you get 3 mind clouds of the same color in a line, you will score points. This will delay the ejection counter and help the MINDCOP reach the finish line. This is a very weird. Each time you match 3 mind clouds, a mind bullet will be shot at the center of the brain. Weird. You'll be able to use this to line up mind clouds in new ways. You can make matches vertically, horizontally, and diagonally. This is really complex. It's time to take control. Use these buttons to rotate the brain. Now try your best to complete the mind surf. But you used up my time. I'm kind of a dummy. I'm seeing this now. This is something else. Tell you what. Alright, that was trippy and that was weird. But I completed a mind serve. Wicked. Alright, so in this person's mind, there's something that... Okay. Welcome to the Sea of Thought. These 3 doors are your window into a person's mind. What you will see here can be a memory, but it can also be a thought. Or it's just an abstract manifestation of an emotion. Crazy. The truth door shows you something that is, at its core, a truth about this person. The lie door will always show you something that isn't true. And the uncertainty door sometimes behaves like the truth door and sometimes like the lie door. What? Well, let's know the truth here. And luckily it doesn't take up time. Because time doesn't work like that here. Oh no, 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 no. So this is what happened at 2 o'clock in the morning. He freaked out. Oh god, oh no, god no. Rebecca. Don't puke. That's... Yep. I knew that's what... I knew for some reason, like, I didn't look at it, but I had a feeling like what we saw was not just blood. That was a lot of blood. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. The world of thought cannot be inspected. It can only be interpreted. Alright, so this is his memory. This is what... You can see, like, certain things don't matter. The only thing that matters is him. And I don't see anything that was really, like, outside the ordinary from what I remember from the actual crime scene. Nothing seems out of place and moved around by this guy. So let's see what he has to say. I should clean this up. No, you already contaminated the crime scene enough. Leave. Threw up at the crime scene. Idiot. There's a bunch of footprints in the blood. Let's see. The victim is wearing socks. Alright, well that makes sense. But there are also the sole prints. They aren't small, they're most likely to be men's shoes. The print shape isn't really all that useful. Could be hiking shoes, maybe rubber shoes, or simply running shoes. I'm honestly not an expert on shoe soles. Anyway, I shouldn't memorize these prints. Someone other than the victim walked through the blood, excuse me. Their shoes left these prints. Which I probably would have found out earlier. Kenneth threw up at the crime scene. Footprints in the blood. Paul's condition, which is Robin's husband who's in the wheelchair. And Robin is terrorized by mass burglars, which I'm very interested in finding out. I can't talk to anybody. I can't see anything else. Because it's time for me to leave. Oh, I was worried I could only get one. So what I want to do, I want to see what the truth is, see what the lie is, and then look at the uncertainty. Now I know what is true, I know what cannot be true, and I can kind of... This guy. Okay, MINDCOP. Grand fan club meeting. This guy... Wait. This is a lie. I was going to like, oh, he's a fan, but like, if this is a lie, then... Nothing here is true. He's not a fan of me. You there. Nice MINDCOP costume you got going there. Now you need to practice your moves. Okay. Sure, buddy. Okay. What's going on? Want to take a picture with me? Hello, good man. Welcome to the annual MINDCOP fan club meeting. Instead of buying a MINDCOP fan shirt, so you guys all really like the MINDCOP? Yeah, man, and keep in mind, this is the lie. You won't have to be so shy, not here. Here, we are all united in our fandom. Okay, I'm getting the gist of it. Sharing our love for the man we idolize. Chatting about all the cool things he does. And buying neat fan shirts for only 25 bucks. Expensive for a shirt. That's what this is all about. Okay, cool. Bye. So, does this mean that he is not a fan of us? He does not care for us, so he doesn't like us. If he doesn't like us, that means... Well, actually, no. Cops tend to not like non-cops, and I guess he would consider a MINDCOP to be like a non-cop. Alright, so the lie is that he likes us. And that is not... No. He does not like it. So the thing that he's uncertain about. Who are you? Who, me? I'm the killer. What? Oh, yes. I am the one. The one who killed that poor girl. Oh, what a tragedy. Oops. Now that I've told you, now I'm done for. Game over. What are you gonna do now? What are you gonna do to me? It seems to me you're shaking in fear. Shut up. Are you gonna do anything? Is there anything you can do? Do something. Arrest me. Wah. Oh. Oh. You dropped a gun. Okay. My understanding is, and I think this is for anybody who's in law enforcement or any kind of, even teachers or people who are in any kind of like authoritative situation here. The fact that like, oh, what will you do if you come across a person who does wrong? How do you react to that? What is the best way? Are you putting yourself in danger? Or are you just going to end up disappearing too? Will you end up being another victim? Or will you be able to do something that's right? Do you have the courage to take care of what needs to be taken care of? This is Kenneth's fear. Help me, please. Can I pick up the gun? Nope. Because I don't use guns. I use my mind. I'm a MINDCOP. Who? Why are you talking to me? I'm not a person. Well then, whenever this shows up, I think that's everything. So he's uncertain about whether they can solve the case. So I don't think he is the perp. I don't think he's the person who unalived Rebecca. I see more blue, so let's upgrade to blue, I guess. Alright. I can't search any... I got questions for you. Yeah, it's gonna take some time. Linda's gonna be mad, but let her be mad. We got a case to solve. Yoink! Talk about my stuff? What's my stuff? Oh, the stuff that I've discovered. Like, the note. Let me come back to that. Talk about how Robin is terrorized by the mass burglars. You mentioned Robin is having trouble with a gang of mass burglars? Well, she's certainly quite troubled. She calls the station all the time because the burglars have supposedly returned yet again. You just can't ignore her calls, and you can guess who gets the honor of checking on her every time. So he doesn't seem happy about that. Is it you? Yeah, it's me. I've not seen any burglars or real signs of a break-in. She names things that are missing each time, but it's just a bunch of junk no one would ever want to steal. The way she describes the burglars is like a perfect cliche of a band of thieves. It's all bogus if you ask me. Let me talk about these footprints I found. I found these footprints in Rebecca's body. They look like this. Wait, footprints? Where did you find them? As I said, right next to the victim. Are they yours? No. No, definitely not mine. Maybe from Adam? Adam is the roommate. I already know that. Who's Adam? Rebecca's housemate. Did I not tell you his name? No, you did, and I was hoping it would open up another. And because I asked that line, game. Because I asked that line of question, I should have asked, the killers. Let's talk about how you threw up all over the crime scene and then cleaned everything up. What? How? I see many officers toss their cookies all over old and rotting corpses, but this is ridiculous. The blood still is not the worst part of this. The worst part is that you decided to clean up the freaking crime scene. Oh, I'm sorry, okay? I didn't mess with any evidence. I swear, I just cleaned up the puke. You're wrong about that. Also, don't act like this is a minor mistake. Oh, so the footprints you told me about? Anything else you might want to tell me? Anything else you might want to disclose? No. Listen, I know. I know I messed up, okay? I told you about everything else. I did. Look, can you maybe get quiet about this? Look, man, you're an officer of the law. I almost want to do the bottom one because, I want to be nice, but, and he's a small town cop. There's something like this doesn't happen here. I get that. I really do. But he needs to take responsibility for his own actions. Oh, he doesn't like that? Sure. Alright, so, about this note. I found this in the trash can. It reads, "It's time, Blondie. $10,000 pay up this weekend or else." Or else what? It doesn't say, just or else. You sure this is serious? Could it be something trivial? I mean, who writes threats like that? Well, she has been murdered, so this could be an or else I'll kill you kind of scenario. Okay, Linda, I'm done for today. We're leaving. 1 hour later at the police station in the nearest town. You must be that MINDCOP fella. Pleasure to meet you. I'm Emilia, yeah. With the big boss gone, I'm currently the one running things here. It's my pleasure to meet you, Emilia. I'm the MINDCOP, and the lady sitting over there is my partner, Linda. Look, I'm sure you hope for a bigger station, but this place is actually overstaffed, considering how small and quiet it is here in Timeville. Yeah. Anyway, if there's anything you need from us, just ask me, okay? If you need to arrest someone, feel free to use your cell. So, as in one cell, singular? Yeah, there's only one cell. What do you do when you have to arrest somebody, but there's already somebody in the cell? Well, that never really happens. And in the rare case it does happen, we simply release the person already in the cell. Man. I mean, we're talking about people who drank a little too much. Not murderers. Well, maybe now we should be talking about murderers. Let's just hope that it's only one murderer. In books, it's usually one guy who ends up being the mastermind behind everything. In books? Linda, this lady's voice, what color is it? Pink. Ah, pink. The color of affection and care. Emilia, would you describe yourself as a particularly kind and caring person? Nope. Well, damn. Click the stealth icon to look at all the evidence you collected. Click on the note icon to open the note menu. The note menu extracts the suspect location and topics for you. You can also use it to look up tutorial messages and to revisit the Sea of Thought for characters successfully. Oh, I can? I want to look up the Sea of Thoughts, though. Yeah, this is the note that we saw about the blondie. I was open to, you know, the mind stuff. What can you tell me about Officer Bertley? Kenny is pretty useless as an officer. But on a more personal note, I guess he's bearable. He usually keeps to himself, which is like... Recap time. Recap time. What's your feeling about this? I don't know. She's pretty. I mean the victim. Not the type you expect to get murdered in her own home.
Oh.
Really? What kind of murder would be more fitting for her type then? I don't know, vanished without a sign, being found dead in the woods years later, that kind of stuff. Okay, and you say I'm the morbid one. We're getting sidetracked here. Either somebody broke into her home, or she knew the murderer and let them in. Yeah, there's no struggle, no signs of struggles, no real sign of any kind of fight or pushback, no defensive marks of any kind. It looks like it was just kind of like in and done. I could think of at least one other possible scenario, though. Let's not focus on the conclusion like that yet. Tell me, what do you think about Kenny? I didn't like him. Why? I don't know, his vibe, I guess. He seems like the kind of guy you can't rely on, which stinks because he's a cop. Harsh. Is it? I don't think so. Well, maybe. Can I rely on you then? Of course, main character. You need something done? Yeah, search that hard drive. Alright, consider it done. Do you want to do some mind surf training? Okay, one sec. Wow. The fact that she trusts him so much that she's like, hey, do you want to jump into my head? You gave me 162 last time. I should have rotated it. When a mind bullet hits the brain on a soft spot with a matching mind cloud, that mind cloud will level up. Use mind clouds with higher levels in your mass to earn more points. But each mind cloud can only be leveled up twice. Well played. Oh! I see you got yourself locked up. Do you want to talk about this, Linda? Sorry if that was too easy. We're done for today. End of the line. Oh! Oh, she just straight kicked me out of her own head. Well, damn. How do you feel? I feel great. That was good. Thanks, Linda.
Huh.
We can do another session tomorrow. One, two, three. There's a lot of question marks around here. Adam's roommate, Paul and Robin's daughter. I want to talk to Robin. I want to figure out what these masked men are about. Maybe it's time to go to the hotel and call it a day. Real quick. Maybe not yet. Is anybody else I can talk to? Anything else? No? Okay. The only option left to me then. Okay, Linda. Let's go to the hotel. See you tomorrow. What you doing there, my cop at the Green Crown Inn? You going to sleep? Good for you, man. Good for you. Get some sleep. Wednesday.
Well, I can certainly be too good at my job. If I stopped too much crime too fast, I'd need a new job, wouldn't I? Being too good at your job can be a huge problem, you know. If Robin Hood steals too much money from the rich and gives it all to the poor,
You're gonna steal from the
or
poor.
he's becoming the rich.
Exactly.
And now my boy Robin would have to steal from them and give it all back to the new poor,
The formerly rich. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
undoing all of his work.
Ow.
Until, of course, someday it shifts again.
True.
It's an endless cycle of Robin Hoodery.
True words have never been spoken.
MC, that makes no sense.
It makes all the sense!
Supposed to stop when everything is balanced.
Oh.
For you.
Okay.
Your jobs would then become keeping the balance.
Yeah, I guess.
You know what, Linda? I like having you around.
Just sounds boring.
Mm.
Also, not being able to get wealthier than other people would fuck up society, wouldn't it?
Language.
You know what's not boring? Crime and justice.
15 minutes later, near the crime scene. Oh, look, Linda. It's a proper welcome party this time. That has to be Adam. I am MINDCOP, and this is my partner, Linda. Oh, good to meet you, too. I've heard great things. Oh, no, that's Joshua. Donovan? I don't know who that is. You can call me Josh. And that's what everybody calls me. The note icon will light up whenever a character you question comes into dialogue. Quickly bring out your notes on them. Okay. I've heard you've already met Officer Bentley, and is that the only person I could look at? This is I'm so sorry. What is your name again? My name is Mary Sason. They sent me here to do forensics. Oh, okay. So you're part of the police department. Then who are you, Joshua? I was on my way to the crime scene, but thought I'd take my chance to introduce myself to you guys first. If I or the guy in the lab find something, I'll get back to you. But feel free to seek me out if you have a question or need my expertise. Lovely. Pleasure to meet you all. Are you an officer too, Josh? Oh, no. Sorry. I'm the owner of the Maryland Cater Camp. You look like a mess, dude. That also makes me the employer of a lot of people living here, including Rebecca. Anyway, the terrible news has, of course, spread quickly throughout the camp. And I told everyone to stay at least 5 more days until we have hopefully figured out what happened. You must know the season is basically over now. Normally, after we have our little end of the EOS, EOS. The cop said he had no idea what that is, but that seems like something that would be very knowledgeable in this area. End of the season party. Most folks, if you guys don't remember, the note that the calendar we looked at in Rebecca's room talked about a EOS party happening on Saturday. This is now Wednesday. Most of the folks will simply leave the place until next year. I can't make people stay forever, you know.
Aha!
That's quite alright. 5 days is more than enough for me to solve this case. Thank you very much for your cooperation, and it's appreciated. Okay, that's good to hear. Do you have any leads? I'm sorry, but if I did, I couldn't tell you. Let me just handle everything, huh? Oh, and, Mary, if I find any important evidence that needs further inspection from the lab, can I bring it to you? Of course, but one at a time, please. You'll find me at the crime scene. Did the officer here tell you about his little fiasco? Who, Officer Bentley? Yeah, Kenny, please, would you tell this lady so that we don't waste her time looking for evidence where none can be found? Well, in my defense, I'm not really cut out to do this kind of police work. But the police chief isn't around, so somebody had to take the call, so I took it. When I entered the crime scene, I panicked, and I didn't notice how nauseous I got until it was too late. So I had, I suddenly, he threw up. I panicked even more and began cleaning up my own mess. I know, I didn't really mess with any evidence, though. The blood was the evidence that you messed up. Why do you not get that? Okay, you know what? I think. Sorry. He erased a significant part of the blood patterns on the floor, so don't waste your time with them. Okay, thanks for telling me. I'm sorry, but I will have to put that in my report. Can't you make an exception? You guys are really merciless, you know? I'm sorry, but I can't do that. Is that all? Are we done here? Josh? No, I think that's all. Oh, if you haven't already, you probably want to talk to Adam. He's Rebecca's housemate and the one who found her that night. Rebecca Goodman, the victim. Officer Bartley probably mentioned this, but Adam will stay at the hostel for now. This should make things easier for you. Thanks. Yeah, the officer's gritting his teeth back there. He's not happy. I've said all I can, but I'll stick around if you guys have any questions. Of course, we don't have to do that now if you have other things planned. It's up to you. I'm always available. For most of the day, you can find me in my caravan. It's hard to miss. You have 5 days to find the killer. To win this game, the killer must be held in jail at the end of the last day. This task is challenging, so don't be discouraged if you find it difficult to piece everything together. For those who enjoy taking notes, now would be a good time to start, but it's not necessary to enjoy the game. Don't worry, my notes are up here. Arresting a suspect will always end the current day and cause a MINDCOP to drive back to the police station. You can only hold one suspect at a time in the station's jail cell. Suspects will stop cooperating when they or their loved ones get arrested. Ooh. Alright, so if I arrest Robin or Paul, the other one who I didn't arrest will stop working with me. Along with the person who I arrest, of course. You know, we're gonna go this way. We've been to the crime scene. We know what's up in there. Wait a minute. That's a scary bit. I want to keep going. Right. Where are you going? This is only a demo. You can't go wherever you want in the demo. Come on. Okay, no one told me. Where can I go then? Only to the hostel or back to Rebecca and Adam's house. What? This thing... I can't work like this. I really want to go to Robin and Paul's place. Let me talk to you real quick. Hey, Mary. Suppose I got something I want analyzed in the lab. Can I give it to you? That's not really standard procedure. I suppose if you give me something you need a fast result on, sure. Give it to me and I'll bring it to the lab later. But one thing, okay? But only one thing. It will take a while to analyze something properly anyways. Deal. You got something in mind? Linda would be so kind. A handwritten note we found in the trash can in Rebecca's house. Should we give it to her? Yeah, I think so. Can you please get that to the lab? This piece of paper? Yes, please. Okie dokie. See, Rebecca, I like you. Kitty, I don't care for you. I'm not gonna lie. Lying does nobody no good. Oh, this must be the hostel. Which is kind of like a hotel, but rather than you having your own room, you are in a room with a bunch of other people. So you'll have like a bunk. They have like a series of bunk beds. I think that's how, from my understanding, that's how like a hostel kind of works. For those who didn't know. Alright, we're gonna enter the building. Ooh. But why is it red? Was it red last time? Is there anything here that takes more than 2? One thing does take more than 2. I'm gonna search 2 things here. This? Trash bag and a bag holding stand. Luckily the bag is see-through. I don't have to dig through the bag to see that it's only filled with empty food pack. Okay. And that's the last thing. I won't check anything else in this room, because nothing else seems that important. A note with rules for using the kitchen, essentially is saying to leave everything the way you found it. Waste of time. Waste of time. The door is locked. Well, that makes sense. Staff only. Staff only. Bedrooms? Hey, my dude. How you doing? My name is MC, main character, and I'm a mind cop. I don't say time cop. Alright, let's get to it.
Oh.
Hello, officer. What do you want to know? Let's start with your name. I also like to see your ID. My name is Adam Gray. My ID is here. Alright, Adam Gray. This was Rebecca's roommate, which is weird. He's an older guy. Older guy here.
Ah.
Thank you.
Huh.
I am the Mind Cop. Nice to meet you. Tell me about yourself. Do you work here at this camp? I do. I help out in the hostel and the bar. I also sometimes make my own... I don't know how to pronounce that word. Absinthe for the bar. And it's been a while since the last batch. So you're living with Rebecca, right? Yeah. During the season, I was staying in her house. After her parents moved out. Her parents moved out? That's... I'm sorry. Maybe because like I am so used to this culture. Well, parents don't move out. Kids move out. Parents stay in the place. She thought the house would be too big for just only one person. It was a good arrangement. Can you please describe the events of Monday night for me? In order, and if possible, with estimates of when exactly things happened. Alright. Once again, I left for the bar to meet with Josh at 8 p.m. Now, Josh is that guy. The guy who has a caravan, right? Rebecca was at home doing some work on her lanterns, the things that we saw her work on. I don't think she had any plans for the night. She didn't look like it, and she didn't mention anything. When I arrived at the bar, Josh was already there. No one else was at the bar with us. So he had no one to, collaborate, or at least to confirm that you guys were actually there. Other than each other. We talked about some personal stuff, and I decided to go home around 1 o'clock in the morning. Josh and Adam, We're at the bar. I locked the bar, and we both went straight home. Nothing was out of the ordinary. The door was closed. I assumed Rebecca was already sleeping, so I quickly drank some water and went upstairs. When I saw her and all that blood, I immediately rushed to her, screaming at her. I was checking for any signs of life. She was very pale. I remember when I checked for her pulse, my hands were completely covered in blood. I think I blanked for a few minutes before I got up and finally called the police. I cleaned my hands in the kitchen sink and left the house to get help from Josh. I yelled his name and knocked on his caravan door for at least a minute, but he didn't respond. I resigned and sat in front of Rebecca's house to wait for the cops. I don't quite remember when the officers arrived, but it felt like an eternity. That officer told me to get whatever I needed from the house and move to the hostel for now. The body moving thing, I believe that's something that the forensic girl, I forget her name already, she'll figure it out. But I want to know if he recognized the knife might be the best question to ask in this scenario. It's from our kitchen, so it wasn't a weapon that was brought into the house. It was a weapon that was already there. Are you sure? We only have one big chef knife, and it's not in the kitchen anymore. I'm pretty sure. Door being locked, she could have locked it. So I don't want to ask that question, but I think it's interesting to kind of pressure on Josh. Is it normal that he doesn't respond to knocking? Do you know why he didn't answer? You said Josh didn't respond to your knocking. Do you know why? Josh told me he didn't hear me because of his earplugs. It's hard to wake a drunk man with earplugs. You were living in the house with Rebecca. What was the relationship the two of you had? Well, I don't want everyone to know, so I kept this a secret for most of the camp, but we were a couple. Were. Use keywords. Were. At this point, it's probably an open secret anyway. I really don't want to elaborate, so if you could kindly not ask me about that anymore. I'm a cop. I would appreciate it. I'm a cop. I have to ask. Like the first question up there. That is a routine question to ask. He's gonna be pissed off about it. He's gonna be angry. But I have to ask it because it's the only question. Yeah. You're just gonna have to suck it up, buddy. Was your relationship with Rebecca going well? Did you guys have any recent arguments? No, it was all good. That seems questionable. Were there any abnormalities in her behavior picked up on? Is it true you had plans to go on a road trip with Rebecca? So we know about the road trip from the calendar. Luckily, we eyes on that. But I think he's gonna lie about it. Like he's gonna do one of two things. Like, yeah, we were going on this trip, or he's gonna be like, oh, you know about the trip, but the fact is that we know that the trip exists, and 9 times he's probably gonna say like, oh yeah, but we weren't gonna go. Now that I'm talking it out, it seems like maybe if I push him on the trip, he'll be like, yeah, but because of our relationship status, we weren't gonna go on the trip anymore because. Dude, this is hard. Actually, you know what? Was she acting weird? Was there any abnormalities in her behavior that you picked up on? He's gonna say no. There was one thing that was on my mind. She started having these meetings with Sean. Sean and Rebecca are good friends, so I normally wouldn't think anything of it. However, I noticed that she tried to keep her meeting secret from me. Who's a Sean character? She even lied to me about where she was going when she met with him. Okay. I'm not gonna ask him about the puke. He doesn't know about that, other than the fact that Kenny might be an idiot. The footprints, he's like, yeah, he went to the body to check to see if she was alive. He obviously would have probably stepped on it. That's fine. Whatever. The relationship thing seems important. The Josh thing seems important. I don't know how well he knows the parents, considering he kept the relationship quiet. And the Sean situation is very important. I don't think the burglars are that important. So, from orders of importance, we're going to talk about the relationship between you and Rebecca. Can you give me a few more details on your relationship with Rebecca? Like, when did you become a couple? Why did you decide to keep it a secret from the others? I told you I don't want to talk about it. And I'm a cop. This really isn't any of your business. A woman is murdered! I'm sorry, but if you want me to find out who did this, you have to trust me here. I'm sorry, but if you want to find out who did this. And what makes you think I care about that? What? I'm sorry, excuse me? Play that again. And what makes you think I care about that? You can't change what happened. There's no way out of this. Now, get on with your questions. Who? This guy is, yeah, very suspicious this guy is. Ooh. Alright, you know what? Let me ask about this guy, and he apparently during the night, Monday night, he was at his bar with the boss of the place, of this camp, Josh. So let's ask what they were doing that night. You told me you and Josh were at the bar from 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. in the night of Rebecca's murder. No one else can attest to that, because he even said that it was only those two at the bar. What did you discuss with Josh? He's going to tell me to stop it. He's going to tell me to stop it. I don't know what you're insinuating here, but I wasn't drunk. What we talked about is our business. This guy. You what? Tell me about Sean. You told me that Rebecca was meeting the Sean guy behind your back, right? Can you tell me more about that? Give me an example. Because the example is going to be like an actual example of like, oh, you'll see. One time she told me she would go work in the hostel and prepare the beds for our guests. I saw her leaving the building and going the other way, so I watched her. She went straight to the gift shop, and I knew Sean was working that day. When I went to the hostel that evening, the beds still weren't made. Why didn't you confront her about that? None of your business. Oh, this guy wants me to put my 10 size into his rear end. Okay. I don't think he would know about Paul's condition. Oh, and I don't have the note. You know what? Right now? What's in your bag? Okay, you won't let me look at the bag. You won't let me look at the bag. Yeah, that guy, Adam? Yeah, I want to look at the guy. A black leather jacket. That's all you got for me? A black leather jacket? Did you throw away anything suspicious? Dirty bed sheets. Wait a minute. Didn't he say that Rebecca was supposed to... Let's mind surf this guy. Let's mind surf this guy. Let's find out what he really knows. Oh. Oh yeah. Let's do it. This is nice, like chill. Want to chill? No, this works. Yeah, buddy. No, well, I didn't mean for that. Oh, I messed up. I triple messed up. But the music makes me forgetting. Oh. I messed up? I messed up. I messed up twice. No, I messed up 3 times. I keep messing up. Come on. Oh, that was close. The timer almost ran out. It was going to 0, guys. It was going to 0. Woo! Well played, guys. Well played. Alright, like we've done before, this is the person's mind. And there's something that they hold true, like, as far as they know, is true to their core. And then there's a lie that is, like, we'll go in there and we'll see that's a lie. And then there's something that they're uncertain about, right? When we talked to Kenny, he was uncertain about catching the bad guy, so we knew that he was just a goofball. He was just like somebody who just wasn't, like, you know, all there, but, like, he still wanted to do good. He still wanted to catch the bad guy, but he's scared. He's just not, he doesn't know. And the unknown is terrifying. But the lie for Kenny was that he liked us, and the truth for Kenny was that he puked. We're gonna see what this guy's secrets are. We're gonna see what this guy's secrets are. Let's go see what his lie is first. Let's see what his lie is first. Come on, pal. What's up? So this is something he does not believe to be true. This is something that, like, he just doesn't hold. This is something that is completely fabricated. Keep that in mind. So whatever we're seeing is the opposite of. So come on, pal. What's up? We're here for you, you know? You're one of us, and we're leaving no one behind. So you better get up, my friend. Let me give you a hand. See, that's Josh saying that, too. So he doesn't believe people have his back here. Josh, can I talk to you for a second? This is why we must stick together, you know? He believes. He doesn't trust the people. He doesn't trust the people at all. And we got that from talking to him. He doesn't have a huge... And he's grateful. So these are lies. He believes that when people come to him, that they have ulterior motives. He doesn't believe that people are have his back. Okay. That's good to know, right? That's good to know. He doesn't trust people. No matter what they say. So let's see what he considers to be truth. Absolute truth. Something that actually has happened with evidence behind it. Oh. Looks like things are falling apart. Oh no. Not that things are falling apart. Yeah, things are falling apart, but that he's gonna lose her. Look at everybody else. He doesn't trust people who are helpful. Ooh. The world of thought cannot be inspected. It can only be interpreted. What's up, buddy? Rebecca! Which is this girl who's dead. Okay, so the truth is that he's actually sad that she's gone. That he's actually sad that she's gone, but he... We don't know whether or not that means that, like, you know, he is responsible for her death or anything like that. Now, what is he uncertain about? Hey, Nancy. My name is At. I heard you're getting closer to Becca. Oh, that's Josh with the nice hair. He doesn't have that nice hair in the story, but like that's Josh right there. I heard you're getting close to Becca. Don't worry, man. I'm happy for you two. Wait, maybe that's not Becca. You know, glasses. This is Sean. You are seriously a great addition to this doll camp. Thanks, Sean. Alright, I called it. I like this guy. He's uncertain about that. What a relief. Adam wants to be liked. And he didn't want to get into any kind of confrontation with Rebecca or about Rebecca. But I don't like Sean. He seems very questionable here. Is there anything else? he's uncertain about. And keep in mind, he already doesn't like trust people already. So like the fact that Sean's just like, hey, buddy, you know, and knowing that he feels something's happened between Sean or was happening between Sean and Rebecca, I can see why he was very uncertain about this. I'm really happy for you guys. Let's biggity bounce. I want to talk to this Sean guy. What's over here? What is this? A piece of wallpaper was used here to sloppily cover something up? Should I remove it to check what's behind it? Yeah, do that. Okay, let's see what they are what they have to hide. It was just a big ugly tear in the wallpaper. It makes a great deal of sense to hide this. Damn it. Nah, nothing here. Nothing stands out. Nothing's like, you know what? Yeah, the bathrooms were. Nothing's leading us here. Wait. Don't leave. Okay. They got me invested. They got me invested. God dang it, they got me invested. I like a good I like a good mystery. I like being able to like track down the bad guys, follow the clues, that whole shebang. What do you guys think? Do you guys think this is worth playing? Would you guys play it? Would you guys watch this? Those are the two main questions. I know I might wishlist this. I know that might be an actual certainty right there. But that is all we got going on for today. The case is over. The case for now. Well, I can't even spell. Will I pick up this game? I don't know. I'll figure it out later. But for now, I want to thank you guys very much for showing up. Thank you guys very much for helping me, you know, dive into the mind of people. Because this seems like a really interesting case. If you guys find any interest in it, you know, let me know through either, obviously through, I can't say through Twitch because once the video's up, but this is gonna be up on YouTube. So leave comments there on my Facebook, on my TikTok, Instagram, the whole shebang. With that being said, thank you guys very much for showing up, for being around, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Okay? Later.